Images of priceless Fabergé eggs shatter on the floor, representing centuries of artistry lost, while a voiceover declares, "This is the story of a monumental betrayal that cost more than a dynasty could imagine. $25,000 changed everything." The fragile beauty of these treasures, once symbols of opulence and craftsmanship, now lies in ruins, echoing the collapse of a legacy that once transcended time itself. But how did it come to this? The saga begins with Armand Hammer, a charismatic oil tycoon, who wielded influence like a double-edged sword. Negotiations with the beleaguered Fabergé family were tinged with desperation. The family, shattered by the Bolshevik Revolution, saw their world crumbling around them. Yet, unyielding was Hammer's ambition. What he wanted were the original Fabergé eggs, artworks that carried not just material value, but the soul of their creator. As these historical masterpieces changed hands, time became a ticking clock. The world was on the verge of a profound betrayal, and nobody saw the cracks forming beneath their feet. Meanwhile, the Fabergé family watched helplessly as their legacy slipped further from their grasp. Once shielded by prestige, they now faced severe poverty in a harsh Soviet regime. Yet, just around the corner loomed a twist that would amplify their tragedy. Samuel Rubin, a savvy businessman, emerged with bold aspirations to breathe life back into the Fabergé name. He registered the brand for cosmetics, a realm far divorced from the lavish artistry of eggs. At a bustling perfume launch, Rubin stood confident. But behind that bravado lay unsettling choices. The decision to adopt the Fabergé name for affordable cosmetics was a calculated risk, one designed to revive a famed legacy, but also to exploit it. How did he reconcile honoring a name steeped in tradition while transforming it into a marketplace gimmick? As sales soared, so did public scrutiny. Whispers of scandal began to circulate. Consumers felt an unsettling disconnect between the glamour promised and the reality delivered. What happens when luxury becomes a facade? The marketing glitter of the Fabergé name soon began to tarnish. Was it just a label, or had Rubin crossed a line, commodifying a history that deserved reverence? The revelation hit hard as reports surfaced. Rubin's rebranded Fabergé was floundering under the weight of poor quality products and allegations of fraud. The once admired brand began to crumble, greeted by backlash from disappointed consumers. Was this the legacy they had fought to reclaim? Those echoes grew louder as the tarnished name became synonymous with disappointment, a far cry from the esteem it once held. In the midst of despair, Samuel Rubin recoiled from the backlash that was surging like a flood tide. He remembered the $25,000 settlement meant to bridge the gap between the dying legacy and a booming market. As journalists probed deeper, scandal threatened to engulf him. The disconnect between the luxury-lined corridors of corporate ambition and its humble beginnings took center stage. Was it all worth it? The question hung in the air, heavy with implications. As Rubin scrambled to salvage the vision, Unilever, a corporate giant, saw opportunity. The prospect of acquiring the iconic brand for $155 billion loomed large. But behind those numbers lay a deep betrayal. The Fabergé family felt their heritage slip further into the depths of corporate greed, void of its emotional roots. The legacy they cherished was being sold to the highest bidder, stripped of its identity. Moments tore by as the once cherished name lay tarnished, trust obliterated. The Fabergé family reflected on what could have been, a tale where ambition shattered a dynasty instead of elevating it. Would the whispers of betrayal ever quiet? Could legacy survive when burdened by the weight of deception? Montage images flicker, empty pedestals where Fabergé eggs once dazzled, laughter fading into silence. A voiceover whispers a haunting question, echoing a warning. Can legacy survive betrayal? And suddenly, the magnitude of the bankruptcy of trust crashes down, reminding us all, sometimes in the chase for ambition, the true cost is far greater than we can ever imagine. This story was never just about eggs. It was about a dynasty's downfall, the price of ambition, and the human cost of greed that permeates our history.